Good morning. Today is the third day of Sivan as we approach the holiday of Shavuos. Um, Historically, 3,332 years ago, we had the giving of the Torah. In these days, the Jews left slavery on Passover, on Pesach, with a 7-week journey in mind to be able to come to Sinai and receive the Torah. And on the first day of Sivan, they came to the Sinai Plains, the Sinai Desert. That was Sunday. And the second day of Sivan, which was yesterday, God told them that you will be a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Now, a kingdom of priests and a holy nation is really, it's presenting it sounds nice and flowery and even poetic and inspiring, but there's actually a lot of content and substance to those words. Because in the ancient world, the way we see the paganism and idolatry, there was very much a huge amount of self-centeredness. You created a God in your image. And it wasn't the idea of a loving God or a relationship with God or surrendering to God because God loves you so much. It was really kind of, there was a lot of fear and how to figure out to distract the gods or to appease the gods and do it in a way that just for your own self-interest. And then there were some people, we speculate, I guess, who saw the self-indulgence of the world and they try to spurn anything physical, the more fleshly desires. Torah came along to say two things: that you're a kingdom of priests, which means we're committed to higher living, to a life of purpose. But we're a holy nation. We're a nation of the world. We live on this earth, on this planet, and we have our feet firmly planted here. The only thing is we want to be a holy nation. We want to live in a high-minded way. So going forward, you can, and because we have to, just in speculating and to the extent we have historical data, the Jews needed to be trained and brought into this mindset because it was foreign. An invisible God, because many of the ancients considered Jews atheists because they didn't believe in a tangible God. So here we're talking about an invisible God, but a God who loves us, and there's the deep relationship we have with God. We want to embrace God. We don't want to leave our physical condition. We don't want to spurn our physical condition. We want to engage. We want to engage it in a holy way. We don't want to be swallowed up by our physical needs. So, on the third day, today, Moses told the Jews, we're looking at the mountain. That's a holy place. That's a place that he has gone up already to commune with God, and where he will be going up to get the Ten Commandments. And he says, don't go up there. He says, limit yourself, discipline yourself. And in this step, what he's saying is, this mission is not about you going up the mountain. I'll go up there and get it for you. But it's about you staying down here, physically engaged in the world. Because Torah is going to be about you finding higher spiritual inspiration, but not disengaging from your physical reality, because that is your reality. At this point, you're in the human condition. So in the first step, Moses is not only preparing them, the Jews, the men, the women, the children, for receiving the Torah. He's guiding them to a mindset. He says, stay away from the mountain. You're probably overwhelmed with desire. You're going to connect with God. This is God who showed such love for you and took you out of Egypt just a few weeks ago, out of centuries of torture. And they saw divine expression. And Moses reminded them yesterday, all of you standing here, you saw, you don't have to believe and think and have heard from your ancestors, you saw how much God loves you and intervened in the world to be able to engage you, and how much he loves you for the future, bringing you to this mountain. Still in all, I want you to discipline that love. Feel it, but discipline it, because I'm going to teach you how to channel it into a physical life. I'm going to teach you how to channel it into material life. And this was a very important day in the training of saying this is not going to be a spiritual discipline to the exclusion of physical life, which has existed over history. This is going to be a holy discipline, which engages spirituality, but is looking for the goal and the objective of leading a meaningful physical life. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.